Why, hello there, everybody! Today we're gonna play Voltex! Or whatever you call it. My skin, as you know, a chicken, cause I like chickens. I like it that way. Now let's see this. Oh, never mind. I'll just stick with the chicken. But anyways, let's go to my world. Our world I made. So previously, me and my friend, shawarma, yeah, rice. We play this. We make the house, whatever. Yeah, and type. Don't mind those sides, guys. Those are so just. It's really just so normal. Hi. Oh, kami amon server, kami ni shawarma. Si ito bala? Si Kat. Oo. Birthday gali sa Friday. Hambal sa sakon. Aron na imo ko para sa akong classmate oh. Oh. Amo no? Himo sa hindi si kami. We make this. Dayon amo ni ako no, iya. Wala pa ko kabalo kasi busy pa to sa or katulog. Arbed ano nimo to. Or iya. Chess, ako ni Chess oh. Wala makaka-tablet. Kaya mo ko di abi. Ha? Imon? Naban na to an game? Wala na to an game na pag-copyright ba si tuwa? Namit niya, original ni. Yagi. Ano ni? Makuha ko to water bucket oy para kay may na ako eh. Pak! Uy! Kuha ko to water bucket o akong bucket. Kuha pa ko di iron. Dari o. Damo iya nakakuha. Matawan armor. Damo iya kuha. Amo na yan mining tao. Pero may mining sa isa. Arda. Oo, akon. Tagis sa akon. Hello, study niyo. Basta sa bedrock. Bedrock na? Oo. Oh? Hindi na pwede magaba. Isa di ara ko to kahima kun abi. Wala sa kita. Pero hasta na nakita sa sakon ara ko sa below. Eh, may mo ko sa imo house. Imo. Ni wala ta space. Oh. Siya na nakakwa. Pila sa nakakita gold kay kamay sa. May kamay sa. Earth 13 ayun gigi siya kakwa ko. Kakwa.
This affair has been going on for at least 6 months. I found emails, hotel reservations, everything.
Damo ako na cobblestone no, pero ay buwang ni patong ko maklose to.
Damo na kapag
6 months.
Ano
Even
na
longer
ba? Uy,
than I
ma-chicken.
thought. Which meant every
Turkey to.
every late night in the
Dami
office.
turkey.
Every time Reddit said
Oo para hindi makapiright.
he'd been with Miranda instead.
Oh, glow and sugar cane.
Ang ano pa na, para
I sent them to your
makabubugas.
company's board of directors this morning.
Na.
Rice, di ba na?
Oh. Nami glow pa and sugar cane.
That violates his particular
Hindi sugar cane, hindi bamboo, sugar cane.
investigation.
Namit
I
pa na
sat
ako
back in my
sa
chair,
personal.
processing this. Emma had
Turkey.
just weaponized the corporate structure. If the board wanted
Damo to akong wood pero na-use ko na para
Chicken ka man na. Chicken kaliwat.
Oh.
Sabihan mo ko yan.
I tie back for doing what I should have thought to do. We're in this together now. Emma,
Tunaban bala na.
it destroyed
Ha?
our families.
Tunaban.
Oh,
I
peros
should
to.
have faced real consequences.
Peros.
I called my lawyer, Patricia Holt, and explained everything I had found. She was silent for a long moment after I finished. Mr. Hayes, Patricia said finally,
Siya na to. Sino ka? Sino to
if
yung
what
bala
Emma found is
yun?
accurate, your
No.
wife and your business
Para
partner
na akong classmate ko man join sila.
changes everything. We're not just talking about divorce.
Una to ako.
We're talking about
Like ko,
criminal charges.
pulo.
2 days later,
Nagtuto.
I received a call from Richard Holt,
Biyagi, ano
chairman
ka?
of our company's board of directors.
Ka.
I've known Richard
Permi pa ni oh.
for years, respected him, trusted his
May
judgment.
sumbi.
His voice was grave.
Wala di zombie.
Brandon, we need to talk about the
Tapang
Dami oh.
Kingsley Road.
Tawa di ba glow?
kasi nga, like yan.
Dami.
May dami kong gabi yan.
Hello, gani.
Like lang na.
Oh, kang chat lang tayo.
Ato, may chisa.
O ya, amo na para sa akong mind. Wow, mamain na ko.
Sa kabilong, kaya naganap ang imo ko. Sa lana.
Mahimo na ko. Ay, gagi din ni.
May secret page na to. Sa mga si Fred.
Gagi wala ko.
Di pa ko to, di wala.
Oh,
Ito may sipo.
ship. Ano ship? Makakuha ko ni. Ay, buwan lipat. May axe ta. Di, oh, gani, dear.
Sino ka
Ay, wait. Pwede ko makakuha. Di galian.
May dayo?
Mayar ako di isa na bed pero umbot kong ma-use ni. Pwede ko ni ma-use para sa imo. Kung duwa mapangita ko ship para siya. Arna ang grow na sugarcane. Diri mo spot to. Wala pa ko himo. Hi, little fatty. May extra short ko to. Gimme yo. I close my eyes in the back of the forest. Sitting there.
Kung Odin, ako Odin na ako hindi sa Odin sa Minecraft. Ang ano, ato din na nga Minecraft, hindi Roblox na Minecraft.
I found them together 3 days ago.
Ang kabalong
I walked in on them in
mo.
our bedroom. That's why I left. That's why I cut off financial support.
Nawa na,
Now we
nakakuha
discovered
ka
that
na naman.
Brandon had steamed
Yun duwa.
and your mother helped him cover it up. There was a long silence on the other end.
Di.
Then I heard Owen take a shaky breath. Uncle Brad, Owen said finally, his voice breaking, "My godfather." "Yes," I
Nga
said,
na po.
and Mom knew. She helped him. "Yes." Another long silence. Then Owen spoke again, his voice harder now, colder. "I need some time to process this, Dad. But I believe you. Mom's been acting weird for months. I thought it was just stress from work, but now it makes sense. Take all the time you need," I said. "I'm here when you're ready to talk." After we hung up, I sat in Eric's living room and stared at the wall. My son knew the truth now. My business partner was about to lose everything. My wife was about to face criminal charges. The board meeting happened on Thursday morning. I wasn't invited to attend, which was probably for the best. I would have said things I couldn't take back, done things that wouldn't have helped anyone. Instead, I sat in Eric's living room, waiting for the call that would tell me what decision they'd made. Richard Hoffman called me at 11:30. His voice was somber but firm. Brandon, the board has voted unanimously to terminate Brett Kingsley's partnership with
Ay, buang.
Richard said. He's been removed from all company accounts, stripped of his access credentials, and escorted from the building. We're also referring the matter to the district attorney's office for potential criminal
Oh, what to?
prosecution. I let
Gagi,
Brett
ubos na yun.
know I've been home. What about Brandon?
Mo
Her
ilang kumain.
employment was terminated this morning. Richard said. We've also filed a civil lawsuit against both of them to recover the stolen funds. Our lawyers believe we have a strong case. Thank you, Richard, I said quietly, for handling this the right way. You built this company, Brandon, Richard replied. You and your integrity. We're not going to let two people destroy what you've worked so hard to create. That afternoon, I met with my lawyer, Patricia Moore, in her downtown Dallas office. She had news. Miranda's attorney contacted me this morning. Patricia said, sliding a folder across her desk. She wants to negotiate a settlement. She's offering to sign the divorce papers without contesting anything if you agree not to press criminal charges. No, I said immediately. She doesn't get to buy her way out of this. Patricia nodded, like she expected that answer. I thought you'd say that. Here's what I recommend. We proceed with the divorce. We let the company pursue its civil case. And we let the district attorney decide whether to file criminal charges. You focus on rebuilding your life. What about the ring? I asked. My grandmother's ring. Patricia pulled out another document. I've already contacted the pawn shop. They still have it. The redemption period hasn't expired yet. I can have someone pick it up today if you want. Yes, I said. I want it back. 2 days later, I was sitting in that same pawn shop, holding my grandmother's sapphire ring in my hand. The jeweler had cleaned it, and it sparkled under the fluorescent lights like it hadn't been betrayed and sold for $450. You're lucky, the clerk said. Another week, and it would have been sold. Lucky. I almost laughed at that word. But as I walked out of that pawn shop with the ring safely in my pocket, I realized maybe I was lucky. Lucky to have found out what I did. Lucky to have friends like Eric who gave me a place to stay without asking questions. Lucky to have a son who believed in me. Lucky to have escaped a marriage that had been built on lies. That night, Emma Kingsley called me. I wanted you to know, Emma said, her voice stronger than I'd heard it before. Brett came by the house today to get his things. He tried to apologize, tried to explain. I told him the only thing I wanted from him was a divorce and child support. He's not going to be part of this baby's life. Not after what he did. I'm sorry, Emma, I said. You and your baby deserve better. So did you, Emma replied. But we're going to be okay, Brandon. Both of us. We're stronger than they ever gave us credit for. She was right. I was already stronger than I've been a week ago. Clearer, more focused. And for the first time since I walked into that bedroom, I felt like maybe, just maybe, I was going to survive this. 4 months later, I stood in the empty living room of a new apartment in uptown Dallas. It was smaller than the house I'd shared with Miranda, but it was mine. Every piece of furniture, every dish, every towel had been chosen by me. No compromises, no shared decisions. Just my space, my rules, my life. Owen came by that afternoon and helped me unpack the last few boxes. He'd been staying with me on weekends, coming home from Texas A&M whenever he could. Our relationship had grown stronger in ways I never expected. The divorce had hurt him. I knew that. But it had also shown him that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away from people who don't value you. Dad, where do you want this? Owen asked, holding up a framed photo of the two of us from his high school graduation. On the bookshelf, I said, right in the center. Owen placed it carefully, then stepped back to look at it. Have you heard from Owen lately? No, I said. Have you? She calls sometimes. Owen admitted. Tries to explain. Tries to justify what she did. I don't really want to hear it. I told her to give space. That's fair, I said. You don't owe her forgiveness just because she's your mother. The divorce had been finalized 2 weeks ago. Miranda had ultimately signed the papers without contesting anything. Probably because her lawyer told her she had no case. She'd walked away with almost nothing. No alimony. No share of the business. No claim to any of our assets. The prenup we'd signed 22 years ago had protected me, and her infidelity had voided any claim she might have had. Or had it fared even worse. The district district attorney had filed criminal charges for embezzlement and fraud. He was facing up to 5 years in prison. His wife Emma had filed for divorce and sole custody of their daughter, who'd been born 6 weeks ago. I'd sent Emma flowers at the hospital with a card that said simple.
Wala na mo. Kuha mo ni manong ang charger. Balhin niya para sa iya. Join ako boy. Mo main account pala.
Ang new na lang. Kaya ang good.
Biboy dinosaur army out. Join ako. Ayo.
Ay, wala
Gagi
akong payab.
lipaton ka ma-connect ya. Oo. Amos! Baho mo. Angka, baho mo. Shidi. Masih bici, maci, baci, ba. Ang baho mo, ya. Dati ko.
Ano? Kabalo ko na parang na. Isi lang naman sa ako.
Ah!
Karayda na yan. Let's go family. Malipatan ko ang sa
How
meow.
far daw? Lo nami.
Malipatan ko ang meow. Ano?
Uy, kabalo ko yung password.
Ano?
Sulit lang. Ano to gani? 6, 6, 5.
2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 6, 5, 8, 7 naman.
Baka forget ka, buwang ka. Tulong na ko.
Tawa kong pangalan na. Tawa kong pangalan.
Boy. Buwang. Display mo na, hindi na pwede. Biskan pa kung hindi ko man. Join ba na sa akong laglag
Bago
yan?
naman yung mabataran.
Oo. Creative ko. Ha 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 ha. Say hello.
Tawa na Ay wow, gandang panahon na.
Ay bu, lipaton ko akong axe.
Akong axe, hawaw Lulaway pa.
May wifi ka na yan.
Laglag lang.
Gagi. I-off mo man! Ano mo gusto, boy? Bao.
Axe.
Ario pickaxe, oh. Gagi.
Ara na lang ako.
Uy, no kita. Hindi ko yapag ko na. Kwa to wood. Naknak wood, chak wood, baho mo wood. Makwa pa ko to wood. Kwa pa ko to birch wood, baho wood.
Duod man ay duod.
Dood. Ano dood?
Dugay man inang oh.
Ilaglag sa imo.
Nag-join sa.
Ina pa ka.
Sino na? Din sa.
Buang ka bala.
Bebe lang to be.
Ang tabi. Baho ko eh. Eh! Si bye-bye. Awo chak chak ada wood chak chak yan wood chak chak. Kop.
Nang tawag ka na.
Tawag ka to. Alo. Makuha ko di damo wood para hindi na ko kumain. Makuha gali wood. Kay yawan ko kapang kwa ya. Ara ulo apple. Lucky me joy.
Join man.
Lucky me joy noodles. Ay.
Si Rugit naman ang joyan.
Hoy, lagi mi join. Ang noodles na apbo. Ay, noodles na add. Buang. Damo.
Sobrang lag. Din ka na lang.
Aw. Uy, ara na ka da. Parang ka kabalo. Uy. Uy. Uy! Virus man ta.
Oh, hindi ko papansya.
Arda mo bed kwa da. Bu change na yung skin. I-use mo na.
Oh,
Sure ka.
wala pa eh.
Te use to.
Tigay ko dahil cuts.
Gagi wait lang. O apple oh. Hoy. Makuha ko de. Be, mantok our crafting table. Jesus man.
Ano, use ko na.
Stick. Blonde, skinny, rich, bitch. Run, skinny, rich, bitch. Baby, ka to. Blonde, skinny, rich. Uy, color white na. Dapat color white. Ay, buo ang classmate mo ni. Kage. Happy ko yung mabalay. Classmate ko na. Alam mo, tak-tak ka na. Wuk-pak-pak baho mo ya. Blonde, skinny, rich, bitch.
Din ang crafting.
Din ka, boy. Hoy! Hoy! Din ka makato. Di na yung mabalay.
Din ang crafting.
Araw. Wala pa ko papos gani, oh. Imo pickaxe, oh. Shh! Pickaxe mo. Boy! Shh! Hoy! Hey! Wakey, wakey! Eggs and bacon! Wake up! Oh, imo, oh, axe, oh. Yeah, one thing. Meron to ko, be. Good. Shh! Hindi makuhain na.
Din ko nga.
Uy, buang din ka makato. Ay, buang ugali. Mamahimo pa ko. Wood chuck chuck wood chuck chuck wood chuck chuck wood.
Wow, ang ganda bahay mo. Hindi man ko din kasunod doon. Naglag na naman. Uy, meron. Skinny, rich,
Gagi.
bitch.
Gagagi. Uy, tulong na to imo balay. Ay, salamat. Shh, boy boy, tulong na to sa imo balay. Ano ka, day? Kano ka sa akon?
Wala!
Ha? Kano ka? Kano ka? Ako na, we.
Wala na! May patay na ko dito.
Agkay. So, girong ka kay Mangkara. Ay, Mangkay. Ano mo? Ikaw bala.
Uy, kinakayunan na lang.
Nugay da, kakakayo ha, kapang sulod ka guro. Tulog na to, so bagong ko gede mo respawn point.
Paano na yung
Kwa mo how?
Oo. Nabutan ko na.
Hindi na to ang fence. Awo chak chak era wo chak chak era wo chak 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 wood. Chak 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 chak.
Wala man din.
Gwa to bala. Ay mo ko.
Ay!
Deserve. Ar ka to sa imo respawn. Laglag ka. Sure na use ka sa imo bed.
Oo, gani.
Mar ka dagiti. Siga.
Hindi na ako text.
Arda sa uy katutoy mo. Pwede mo yun. May mo ko yung obi. Finish ko ni.
Excuse me. Bahuli. Ogi inda dahil nasa bako. Bahuli. Wala Major o pasal ka na. Takbo. Kali ay, kita ko. Dali kali. Uy, wala.
Uy ano ka? Uy ako! Ni ano mo na? Iguba mo!
Saan ko na?
Patay na! Fixi na! Fixi na! Kung ladder wala na sa imo! Ikaw da, imo. Ikaw da, himos. Kung ladder wala na. Ladder ko. Puy ang bi. Kay mo lang ko di. Te, wala ako.
Eh, paano naman?
Pe! Ang ladder ko. Wala na. Ikaw ang bi.
Na, nag-chat sa.
Wala. So, bagong ko gid sa imo, boy. Work hard, play hard. Kano ka de? Kaswarma na! Istol mo kayo mon! Ikaw bala, i-block ko bala sa mo. Gusto ka ma-block or hindi? Nan. Ay, baka.
moving mountains to control it. Hindi sila titigil hanggang hindi nila na break the team. Gagawin nila lahat. Sabi, Senator, merong incentive package, may pananakot,
Gid.
kaya kaso na hindi pa sila nagtagumpay. Gusto nilang ilagay ang Senate President na susunod sa kanila. So bakit? They are so bent on removing ST Cayetano, mga Senate President. So, ito ang paliwanag niya.
Napapansin ba ninyo kung kailan gumagalaw ang Senado bilang impeachment court, kung kailan pinag-uusapan ng Senate leadership, kung kailan sinusukat ang political alliances inside the chamber, bakit nagsusukat ang sunod na allegations, complaints, investigations at legal offenses laban sa mga senador. Noong Lunes, pumungkol ang balita ng isang Senate vote. The objective allegedly was simple, and 13 votes to remove Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano and install a new Senate President or aligned with Malacanang. Ang pangalan ng tumutang Francis James Escudero. Pero nagkaroon umano ng problema. James could not consolidate the yellow pink block together with other voting
Wala na din na ba na?
Wala kung na-block mo.
Hindi na yung sa una ta.
Sir ka.
because several senators
Putot ko! Woo! Woo! Ano kuma? Ba't bang di mo respawn point? So, pagbangon ka. Suspicious. Kuha tuwod para sa imod di. Rawot chak chak rawot chak chak rawot chak 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 bod. Ano na hindi wood, ay hindi na. Kage. Are this sa mines eh? Uy, ano ka da? Diri oh. Uy, man ka da sa babaw. Diri oh, may art diri oh. Bu. Skin mo. Gagi. To. To oh. Diri oh, sulod di oh. Sulod. Abu chak chak rabu chak 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 chak. Work hard, play hard, da da da. Let's see. Ini, mini, mini. Stick ko. Ay. TikTok. Din ka? Kuha daw mga woods ang imo axe eh. Mayroon ka axe mo ang kita. Kuha to. Bahin to. Ikaw da. It's not my fault. Work hard. Play hard. Work hard. Ay, ubos na to ang axe. I can make a promise. I can make a plan. I can make a difference. I can take a stand. I can make an effort. Think boy. Meron na ka chess. Work hard, play. Blonde, skinny, rich. Gali. Gali. Wow, I eat me. Hey. Hey, baho mo yay. Gagi. No ka, layo sa'yo. Gagi, RD mo. Tulog ka gila kay shawarma ha. Hey, hey. Woodchuck, chuck, woodchuck, chuck, woodchuck, chuck, chuck, wood. Chuck, chuck, wood, chuck, 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 chuck. Gagi. Crafty eh, para tapos di ka balo. Ikaw da tulog na sa imo eh. Dugay da, ikaw da tulog sa imo. Ibe karon. Boy, tulog di bala sa imo bed, hindi kay swarm. Inutot ko. Uy, nautot ko.
May lagi yan. Wala di ganiyo. Pababapatay ko. Hi na.
Diri tulog sa imo ha. Tulog di sa imo ha. Ha, tulog to ha. Diyan ka makato, tulog to. Batang na mo mga items sa imo chest. Diyan ka makato. Kalo ay kaya wala pa natapos. Gagi-gear ka mo.
Hindi nabanggit ito ni Atty. Oliva.
Ano?
Yung gusto nilang mangyari na third intention ng mga congressman at senador. Yung gusto nila na charter change para kung mangyari
Counter!
Private nila?
Oo eh.
ang mga grade 13 na wala nang kakalan they will remain students hanggang matapos ng 30 o 1
Para pa. Yeah, yeah.
ng taong bayan.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Hey, hey. Do Michael Jackson. Try be mahambal be. Ay, Michael Jackson, boy. Sige. Na. Patagusip yung pesos. Hihihi. Abu chak chakar, what check. Word. Papa. Tani invite. Ay, pwede man ko ma-invite. Ay! Papa! Ulo.
Tawagan ko gusto na. Kami pabuti
Ay,
Ay, wala nila.
she was a fairy. Wala na pati si Shawarma Rice ang akon chat sa akon Mango Leader. Ayan. Ay.
Hoy! Ari ka? Ano mama mo?
Lawit dala ni mama yun.
Ha?
Lawit dala ni mama.
Hoy, ano?
Wala ako nila mama. Wala na tala ay mama.
Lawit dala ni mama.
Bungol. Wala na kali dala ka mama.
Sorry mo ato ko. Ay, na lang mo.
Gagi eh. Uy.
Ano yun?
Arna amo na lang na. Oh, stick mo. Oh. Oh, Arna.
Kuha daw.
Alo. Wow, bako na lo. Bako na naman eh. Paano connect? Ay, salamat, Arna. Arna, salamat. Iburo yun. Ano ni, laway-laway man ni. Uy, para kita unan mood. Ano ni, dirt, ano ni tae.
Wala na kumpi. Ano ko gusto? Uy, may apple. Buwa.
answer the allegations raised in the articles of impeachment.
Our expectation now is we will still be raising jurisdictional and constitutional questions, which we actually did the last time. Also, we will probably answer point per point. Yung mga arguments may impeachment na rin.
Duterte's camp has a non-extendable period of 10 calendar days to reply to the articles of impeachment. Rizal hopes the impeachment trial could begin around June when Congress is on break.
Maghiwalay po ito kasi doon sa ating po legislative calendar. So, kasi ang impeachment court can basically determine yung schedule on the trial.
Nang makwa pa ko sa imo, kabalo na gid ka.
Preparation for the impeachment trial.
Katot. Diri o, diri ka o.
On alleged grave threats first, followed by the second article on alleged unexplained wealth, then the first article on alleged
Quality mo.
misuse, and finally, the third article
Kaya,
on alleged
ano?
bribery. He cited this as phases.
Agay!
Secure one conviction on this article.
Hoy!
Basically, remove the vice president office.
Turn off ko gid na imo tablet.
We are ready to present all of the facts when we get to trial.
Should there be moves to allow the online participation of legal senator judges, Reynolds said the prosecution might object.
Tag isa akon.
Rule, no? Both in the Senate rules and
Kabalo.
the Senate impeachment court. So, I think that is a matter that will have to be decided on by the Senate judges when they convene again. Pero I think we
Sure
will
ka.
as a part of the prosecution.
Sure!
If he resigns, can her impeachment trial still proceed?
Ay, wala na. Boy! Boy! Ay, walay. Si mo sugil.